Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to another Wine and Chat. I know we had a little break from each other last week while I was running around at a con. But hello, and welcome. Please say hi. And of course, as always, my first comment or question of Wine and Chats was, what are y'all drinking on tonight? Tonight, I just have Gatorade in my cup. If you're in Patreon, if you know, you know. We dealt with a little bit of my sticker anxiety this past week in Patreon. It's a whole story. But what are y'all drinking on? Oh, real quick, I see a comment coming in. Hello, welcome. So if I can't see your face and name, all you have to do is where you're watching this on Facebook, there's a link that says streamyard.com/Facebook. Just click it and say, yep, we're good to go. And then I can see your lovely face and name. If you don't want to do that, no big deal. Just type your name at the end so I get to know who we're talking to tonight. So, yes, welcome. Andy, what is DMD? DMD. I don't know what that is. You're going to have to elaborate further, sir. But yes, please let me know what are y'all drinking on. And while y'all are commenting, I'll let you know. So we have another vendor spotlight on tonight. A wonderful new vendor for So Magical, and we've met them several times at other shows, and they're just always so fun to get to talk to, and they got the coolest products. So I'm excited to share that. And then afterwards, we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about all the cool things that are going on right now. Y'all have a ton of questions about the cruise, so I will talk a little bit about So Magical at Sea as much as I have ready to share. A lot more is coming here in June. And then we'll, bring all your questions. Let me know. What do you want to, what are you curious about? What are you concerned about? Please bring it here tonight. And we'll answer as much as we can. Okay. Andy says DMD is Diet Mountain Dew. I don't know how I didn't know that, but I like it. I don't think I've ever heard somebody call it DMD before. And we got Judy on tonight. Hey, Judy. All right. And so as we get started with vendor spotlight, you're more than welcome to ask questions throughout that for the vendor as well. Just save your non-vendor related questions till after our spotlight. So without further ado, I would love to introduce Mr. Dave from ViviLux. Welcome.
Hey, Kayla. Hey, everyone.
How's it going?
Going good. It's a Memorial Day weekend, and we're ready.
Awesome. Yeah, it's gonna be a nice, relaxing vacation of work. All right.
Holidays don't come often enough.
They really don't. And when they do, it's just we're still always busy, right?
Exactly.
So we'll go ahead and get started with some of the questions. And so let everybody know, what is ViviLux? Who are you? What do you do? Give us your story, sir.
So ViviLux is our brand name. We are an American company. We're based out of Florida, Tampa Bay area of Florida. And what we manufacture is a line of lighting specifically designed for crafts. Our focus is sewing, quilting, and other crafting. There's a lot of lights on the market, and we took a look at all the lights and we said, okay, these lights are nice, but they don't do what we want to do as crafters. So we developed our own line, and that's the ViviLux line. And I'll talk about the products in a couple of minutes. We have a couple of very tightly focused products specifically designed to give everybody just great lighting where they need the lights.
Right. It's super cool. I love seeing them. Going on the website doesn't do it justice, and that's why I love that you do all the shows and everything, and you're coming to ours, which is even more exciting for me. But people getting to see the lights in person, and we've showed off your lights in the past. So why don't we go ahead and let's go look at your website real quick. I'll pull that up so we can take a look there. I had it up a second ago. Where'd it go? I'll find it. Technical difficulties. I got it. All right, there we go. All right, so go ahead and walk us through your website. And the website link's right there. I'll drop it down into the chat as well, so y'all grab it later.
So what we have is our products, which are very tightly focused. We actually only have 4 primary products, but each one is designed for a particular issue that we all have. And I'll start with our flagship product, which was our craft light. And this little guy, and I don't know if you can pop me back up again.
I got you. And I will, let me see if I can do it without, there we go.
There we go.
Let me get you bigger. All right. There you go.
So now what we have, and I
There
Try to
you go.
get him in the frame, and I've got him upside down, of course. This is our. There we go. We're working upside down about this, but that's okay. What we did a number of years ago was we wanted a really small, really bright light that went anywhere. Everyone's got the LED strips and things like that, and they're fine as far as they go, but they don't go far enough. So we developed this guy, and we make these in the Tampa Bay area. It is a rechargeable battery. So first of all, you're not tied down with anything. You charge it up, takes about 3 hours for full charge, and then it goes anywhere. And I'm going to turn that on. Okay, hang on. I'm not going to turn that on.
Technical difficulties.
No, I grab one that I discharged, but it is a 1200 lumen bright light that really attaches to anything and just gives you a small little portable light that goes anywhere, and it lasts for days and days and days. It's a great little light. So this is our flagship product. It's what we call a craft light. When I'm doing a sewing show, we call it a sewing machine light. Goes onto a sewing machine, goes onto any place. We also have a clip for it that allows it to clip on. So just a general great little light.
And I love that one. I think that's the first one I bought from y'all years ago. Because I don't know if anybody else is like me, but I've got a dinosaur of a serger, but it's a beast. But they didn't make any machines prior to like 5-6 years ago with good lighting in them. So it's just like, and then I saw how bright yours were. I'm like, I have to have this. It's great. It's so flexible. So you can really like move it into the position that you want. So I think it's super neat. And everybody's saying hi. So I'll just say, hey, hi, everybody. All right, go ahead and spiel the next product for us.
All right. So from there, we extended that as I was doing shows, and we listened to our customers as we're doing shows. And I presented the sewing machine light, and everyone said, that's great, but don't you have a laser? And we said, no, we got a light. And they said, well, gee, you really need a laser. And they said, well, we've got a light. And the more people that told me that, the more I realized maybe we need a laser. So we turned around and we took the exact same platform, the exact same rechargeable battery, flexible wand, goes anywhere. But at the end of it, what we did was we put a laser. So now you've got, again, portable, rechargeable battery. So you're not tied down with anything. And you can use this all over the place where you need either straight line sewing. It actually comes with 3 different heads. What's unique about ours, one laser, you're getting a dot, you're getting a line, you're getting a crosshairs. You're getting 3 different heads all on one laser because each one's got a different use when you're sewing. And I'm not going to go into a big, long sales pitch about it. But suffice it to say, it's versatile.
It is very versatile.
And then, of course, we couldn't leave well enough alone. So we had our red laser, and then we added the green laser. So we have both the red and the green. And the reason we did that is as I was doing shows, I noticed that at every show, there were a couple of folks who couldn't look at that red laser light, especially if they had RK surgery or macular degeneration. That red laser light affected their eyes. So we came up with the green laser, which is a little easier on the eye to see. The kits themselves, everything is identical in the kits. It's just that we have 2 different lasers, depending on which one works better for you.
Right. Which is amazing. And then it's so cool how they have to go to your booth after the show and see the demo because that's the coolest part. And it's showing you like how the different laser heads do the different things. And it's mind blowing because, the quilters would use that same laser to do one thing versus a bag maker would use it to do something different. But it's all in one package that works across so many levels.
Yeah. And by the way, if you're a bag maker or a tote maker, that laser is great because you can get them much further out from your machine than you can with the built-in lasers.
Which is key if you got a walking foot.
Yeah, exactly. So we've developed a whole kit around that with all kinds of features in there. And I'm not going to belabor the items, but it's just a really versatile, really useful little tool.
Totally agree.
So then we turned around, and of course, I have a problem. You see, I get bored easy. And if I get bored, I get in trouble. So I like to create things.
Are you like me with my husband where I go, sweetie, I have an idea.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then it's just downhill from there.
So our next item, I'll see if I can't get that in the frame. There we are. Is our clip-on eyeglass lights.
I'll show
Here's
it.
the thing. Here's the thing with these guys. There we go. Are you going to pull it up?
Yeah, I'll pull it up for you.
There you go.
There you go.
There it is. So these will clip onto your glasses and focus a light where you're looking. Because here's the thing, if you're doing handwork or you're reading or embroidery or anything like that, what happens? You know, you've got great lighting on top, you're always working down to the shadows. So what we did was we developed a little light that clips onto your glasses and it focuses the light down where you need it. And just a great little thing. And it's got all kinds of other uses. What we've done with this, because instead of just a white light, we've also added the red and the green filters.
Right.
And the red and the green filters have all kinds of uses depending on what world you live in. Of course, in the fabric world, color evaluation of fabrics. Kayla, you and I are both in Florida. You know, it's baby turtle season.
Oh yes, you can't have
you can't go out on the beach with baby turtle season if with a white light, but you can with a red light.
Right.
So these clip to your glasses, they show you where you're going. Or walking the dog at night, instead of a white flashlight so you can see where you're going, the little red or green lights are just as bright without being as obtrusive.
So many uses.
Again, versatility was one of the hallmarks of what we tried to do with our products.
And to me,
I'm sorry.
And to me, I see it from like a whole nother angle is like anybody that's a crafter that's like weeding heat transfer vinyl or anything like that. And you got to like, I always find like, I can't get enough light, and putting that on my glasses, I can get it exactly where I'm looking to find the edges and peel all the little pieces up.
So again, I mean, that's where you need great lighting.
Yeah.
Which brings us to the fourth of our four products.
Of course. There's another one.
Of course there is. And this one was designed specifically for classes and retreats.
Yes.
Because what used to happen, this was on our radar right before COVID hit. And so we developed it right before the pandemic. And then, of course, we sat on it for a while, and we've been rolling it out for a bit now. And that is another lamp. It is, Kayla's got hers.
I got mine.
What's nice about this, it is portable, it's flexible, but we designed it to take with you to classes because you can throw that in a bag. It weighs 13 ounces, folds down to very close to nothing.
Yep. And I mean, I was amazed, guys. I was like, that lamp fit in that packaging, and I was just blown away. Like, you can really just turn it all over the way. Like, my son plays with it if I don't hide it from him. This thing is amazing.
Well, and then, of course, I couldn't leave well enough alone.
No, of course not.
So we added some features. I mean, it's a great light, and it's a portable light, and it's designed. In fact, this is designed specifically to go to things like SewMagicalExpo, throw it in your bag, take it with you. You've got it where you need it. It's a rechargeable battery. Charge it up in the hotel room. But then what we added, because I don't know if we can get that in there, wireless cell phone charger. So now you can charge your phone while you're working. Yep. And for anything that's not wireless, we added a USB charging port. So again, charge a tablet, charge a Kindle, anything like that.
And it's got different light settings too, which I like, because sometimes I don't like the daylight. Sometimes I like something a little different. So I love that it's all different. And then I'll show it on the website here so you can show it. So it's under the task lamp. So if they want to see that here under the task lamp. Right.
And then, of course, what you're seeing on that page is our task lamp on the upper left, and then the rest of them are bundles of the lamp with our other lights. So we've done a little bit of cost savings by bundling all the various lights together with a 10% discount. So that's an automatic on the website. And all of those items have free U.S. shipping.
Which is amazing. We all love free shipping.
Always.
And so here, and then you wanted to share something with the group tonight, right? So
we also have I wanted to do something special. So I put an additional $10 off coupon on anything on that page. The coupon code is scrolling down at the bottom of the screen, I think.
Yep, it is. It's scrolling across the bottom. It'll come back around. So anything on this page, on the task lamp page, correct?
Correct.
And they just use code SME 2022, and that gets them $10 off. They can use that from tonight to the end of June.
Through the end of June.
June this year. Just clarify.
Yep, June this year. For the next month.
Which is a great deal, especially if you get the bundle, which you're already saving.
Right.
And then tack on that $10, and free shipping.
And free shipping. Well, why not?
Yes, sign me up. That's what we're all hearing. And then yes, crosshairs. The crosshairs are very cool because I know a lot of times we only get like the dot, and the
Yeah.
dot's great for
Well,
certain things.
here was the thing. Here was the thought process behind that. Everybody who sells a laser sells either a dot or a line. You go to the hardware store, you can buy a dot laser, you can buy a line laser.
Right.
Especially when you're sewing, there's a use for the dot and there's a use for the line, and they're different. So
Mm-hmm.
what happens is whatever you have, you try to do everything with that, and it's not necessarily suited for it. So what we did was we engineered the laser so you can have a dot, a line, and a crosshairs, all three on either laser. They're screw-in heads. They screw in by hand, no tools necessary, because you can use your line for your straight line sewing. Your dot is if you're doing free motion sewing, if you're doing appliques, you're doing stencils, you're doing curves. That's where the dot excels. The
Oh yeah.
line, of course, is straight line sewing. And the crosshairs, if you're doing embroidery, find the middle of your embroidery. If you are pinning a quilt together, it's the perfect time to work with that.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of uses for them. You're getting all three in the kit. We didn't want people to have to choose, well, do they want the dot laser? Do they want the line laser or the
Right.
crosshairs laser? So we just bundle it all together into one.
Which is amazing. And again, so if anybody doesn't fully understand like how a laser can be used to help sew curves, go to his booth during the show and he will demonstrate how it works and what are the real benefits of it, because I didn't fully understand because I'm a visual learner. So seeing it in person, I think is what's the
Right.
cool part. Yes, we all need better light sources for our machines.
And by the way, I always forget to mention there's a free cat toy with every laser.
Stop. Is there really? Oh my gosh. Wow. It's a Friday.
Of course.
That's genius. You know what? Some dogs too, honestly.
So
Or
I spend about half of the year on the road doing mostly guild shows because I enjoy visiting with folks, explaining the products. I like watching the light bulb go off when they realize what they can do with it.
Yeah.
Because we pack a lot of stuff into each one of our products that over and above what the bare necessities are.
Right.
So
Exactly.
I love hearing customers' reactions, and that's also where I get my inspiration. As I said, we were selling the LED lights, and everybody kept asking me for a laser, and I finally realized that maybe there's a demand for the laser. Same
Yeah.
thing with all of our products; they all developed out of what we've heard from our customers.
Right. Because those are the ones that are going to buy it. They're the ones that are
Exactly,
telling you the problem and you listen, which is even more amazing.
and I'm a guy, which makes it even more amazing.
Very true. Fran says she bought one after she saw your demo as well. I believe at the last show we saw you at OSQE. I think it was OSQE.
Okay, that would have been the Lakeland show.
Yes, the Lakeland one. Yep.
Yeah, that was middle of March. In
Yes.
fact, the day after Lakeland, I went on vacation, went to Europe for a couple of weeks.
I know, slacker over here.
Well, you take your opportunities when you can, and I had this one window that with nothing on my schedule, and I said, if we're not going to do it now, we're not going to do it. So we did it.
Yes, that's wonderful. I'm jealous, but wonderful. So I got to know, are you bringing all this to SME?
I am bringing all this to SME, and as I said, if I get bored, I get in trouble. I'm working on some new products.
Oh man.
You will have the new products. The new products are scheduled to roll. They're in production now. They're scheduled to roll out the end of this quarter, so August, September timeframe. You will see them on our website as soon as they're ready. But I'm not going to say anything more about it for the moment.
Oh man,
And
I didn't even know that.
They will be at SMA.
I'm excited. I'm always interested to see what you're going to come up with next, because the task lamp definitely is my favorite, and I had already had the little light. So you just keep taking all my money, Dave. Taking my money. Okay, so my last question I have, and I fair warned you about this one, so it's a thinker. What is your favorite item to sell?
I actually like all the products. I don't have a product that I don't like, but probably the best one is the desk lamp because of the versatility.
Yeah.
The fact that, what really drove that desk lamp was the days that we were sewing in hotel rooms and the wonderful lighting in hotel rooms, first of all, and the fact that there was never an outlet anywhere.
No.
And so that drove the process, the development process on the desk lamp. And I think it's probably the most versatile of the products.
Especially because I can charge my phone, because there's never enough outlets there. So
Right.
if I don't have to take up another outlet with a light that's already charged and ready to go to also like charge my phone, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
absolutely.
this comes from the days that we were sitting in classes and everybody's scrambling around for an outlet, and there's never enough outlets and extension cords going everywhere. So I wanted the portability. I wanted the
Yeah.
ability to take it anywhere and use it anywhere. You weren't tied down.
Which is great also in the classrooms too, because a lot of times in classrooms we do end up having to dim lights just slightly to accommodate for projectors and things
Sure.
like that. So having an additional light with you, even the like the little one or this
Hmm.
one, you now have the ability to see better in your own little space.
Yeah, I know a lot of customers who take our lights traveling with them because you know, they know they're guaranteed to have a good light wherever they are.
Yeah. And I will say this, because I'm sure somebody's got that question, is I have a case on my phone that's like thick enough that it raises off because it's got the rubber
Right,
edge,
right.
and I can still charge my phone on it without taking it out of my case, because I know some people have issues with wireless charging. So I know with my case I can do it.
We
I've done
we try it at the shows. Everybody who's skeptical, simplest thing is proof of the pudding. I said, put your phone on the phone. Let's see, about 80 to 85% of the phones charge without a problem.
yeah.
And for the 10 to 15% that doesn't, that's why I had that USB port on the side. You just charge it the same way you always do.
Yep. And I will say a lot of time it's like if somebody's got an OtterBox too, because those things
Yeah,
are
if it's really thick, it's blocking the signal.
that's yeah, the
But
technology.
that's why I added the USB port, so you're not strictly wireless, if you need it.
Right. All right, Dave. Well, did you have anything else that you wanted to share with us tonight?
No, I'm looking forward to November.
Yeah.
Uh, as I said, I had a conflict last November, but I was able to stop by and visit for a couple of hours, and I was really impressed. So
Did
I
you
think
really?
November is going to be fun.
Did I see you? I don't remember.
I did see you there.
I was like, you meet so many people and you talk to so many people, and there's several people that have said, "No, I saw you." I'm like, I apologize.
Were you going about 150 miles an hour at that point
Yeah.
in three different directions simultaneously?
Yeah, somebody said they're gonna put an Apple ID tracker on me or something this time so they can find me. But it was wonderful to talk to you. I'm so
I've
happy
enjoyed.
that you've joined the So Magical family.
Oh,
And
let me add one last thing for anybody who's listening. Questions on our products, anything like that, feel free to email me. I love talking to our customers. I love answering questions, how you can use products better, or will it do X, Y, or Z, whatever that is. Anytime. I live on email. I don't phone me. I don't exist in the real world.
only email. So what is your email that they can contact you at?
So either the email on the website, info@harbor-sales.com, or dave@harbor-sales.com. Either one. They
Okay,
both
so
get to me.
head to the website, which we popped down in the comments, and you can check that out. And here's the website again if y'all need that. Make sure you go grab your task lamp by the end of June with your codes and get your bundles. And yeah, it's great. Get them in advance, and then that way, when he comes out with a new product, you have money to spend for that too.
And by the way, the new product will not replace any of these. They will be add-ons.
Ooh, even better. Yep. So now you got to spend all the money.
Hey, Kayla, I've enjoyed. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Yes, sir. You have a great one. We'll talk to you later.
Excellent.
Bye. All right, SME family, stay on. Don't drive away just yet. I'm going to chat a little more. I'm going to leave this code on for just like another minute or two in case y'all need to snag that up. Go ahead, write it down, take a screenshot. Just, crop my face out afterwards so you can't see me anymore. But I wanted to chat. So now it's question time, because I dropped a new announcement on y'all. We're going to go to sea. We're going so magical at sea, and we're going to go on a cruise. So I know there's tons of questions, and I'm going to top level talk about a couple of things. But I know there's a million and one questions, especially since I was amazed how many people have never been on a cruise but want to go on this cruise. And I will say that's a wonderful idea to do, because if you were concerned about going and like not like being around strangers and things like that, going with a group of people, I think is the best way to go over, especially if you have like any anxieties or worries or fears about anything. I just think it's always more fun and comforting when you're with fellow sewists, in my opinion, at least. Let's see. Oh, hi everybody. I love the shirt. Whose shirt? Because I'm curious. Because Dave's shirt was amazing. I'm just assuming it's Dave's shirt you're talking about, not my pink one. Uh, and a friend's on. Hello. Yes, I'm so excited as well. It's gonna be great. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop that code down. If you still want it, you can rewatch this and you can see that code scrolling across. And I will try to make sure to remember to post it later in the comments. So magical SC, or SMAS is what we're going to be calling it, because we like our acronyms around here. So we're going to go out of Port Canaveral, Florida on May the 4th, 2023, and you better believe that first day at least will be Star Wars themed. You know it, because it's going to be May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. So we're going to definitely make it we're going to try to do like a theme type thing each day. There will be sewing classes on this ship and crafting classes. There's going to be both. It's not just going to be sewing. So if you're not like a huge sewist, great, we're going to get you to start sewing. And if you're not a huge crafter, wonderful, we're going to teach you a craft that you're going to go spend all your money and become a hobbyist in that area as well. So it'll be a lot of fun, and we will be doing our classes on days at sea. We will not be doing it on our port day, so we will have breaks built in. You will still be able to enjoy the boat, all the wonderful activities on the cruise ship. The whole reason we want to go on a cruise, right, is all the cool things that you get to see and do. So it's just the added bonus of going on a cruise, plus you get to sew. And so we'll be going out of Port Canaveral, like I said earlier. We will be on Royal Caribbean Cruise Line on their ship, the Mariner of the Seas. So you can definitely go and look up what that ship looks like. It was recently refurbished in 2018, and everything shut down in 2019. So it's practically a new boat, y'all. I'm sorry, you can't call it a boat. It's a ship. It's a ship. There will be some meetup type activities. And there will be exchanges, of course. There will be a welcome aboard party that is going to be SMAS folks only. And that will include a lot of fun things. All those details will come later, what that entails. But you'll come on the ship. We're going to have a really fun welcome aboard party. You get to meet everybody that's going to be on the cruise with you. And then, we all get the perk of getting to eat dinner near each other. I don't know if anybody's been on a cruise, but you go on a cruise, you end up having to sometimes sit with strangers, like utter strangers, unless you're one of the lucky ones who get the request in to sit at their own table. And then in the main dining room, of course. And so we actually get, as a group, to kind of all sit near each other during the time and, yes, eat all the fancy food. That is correct. So that's kind of like just general what it looks like. We are going to be, our one port day will be Labadee, Haiti, which is the private section of Haiti that is owned by Royal Caribbean. So guess what? Your food, your drink package, all that gets included while you're on there. So you get a cool port, but you also get to save even more money by doing that. We do have rooms available in the inside, ocean view, and balcony rooms. So we will have sections in there. I'm seeing the comments pop in. I'm planning my whole wardrobe. I mean, yes, you have to. And then that's the goal, is I'm going to try to have like theme days up as well. And I'm already working on some really fun ones. And then you can be as creative as you want with that. You can have a bag each day that you've done, or a different outfit, or, whatever you can think of. We're here for it. There's going to be a lot of really cool, unique things we're going to do. So no, I've gotten this question more than I actually expected to. No, we did not book out the whole ship. Goals, maybe one day, but as of right now, no, we did not book out a whole ship. So there will be normal cruisers on the ship doing things on the cruise ship like normal people do. However, we have nobody will be coming into our classroom area. So down in the conference center, it will be only the SMAS group down there. So everything is nice and secure. We will be separated during all our classes, and even our welcome aboard party is exclusive to just SMAS people. So there are going to be exclusive SMAS only activities, and then, you know, the rest of the cruise ship won't be involved or a part of that. And another question I've gotten quite a few times is, as of right now, you cannot book your own room through Royal Caribbean and still participate in So Magical at Sea. And there's like a lot of things that go into the reasons why that is. But so if you've already booked your room, please let me know. There is currently no guarantee that you will be a part of it, and you do have to book through us first. So that's why I'm saying I was too excited not to tell y'all about the cruise. So I had to tell you at least the date and the ship we're going to be on. And but the how the booking is going to work, and the prices of the rooms in the different categories, and what the itinerary looks like, and all that is coming here in the next couple weeks. So that is to come, but I wanted to give you some top level details. So if anybody has some questions, I'll tell you if I can answer them now, or if it's a I'll answer you later type question. Do you know how many people that this is limited to? How many rooms are available? That is a to be answered later question. Those exact details are not at liberty to speak about just yet. It is, however, going to be capped for sure. This is the first cruise that we're doing. So, of course, we're going to do it on a little bit smaller scale than we're planning for the second cruise. The second cruise we're probably going to be a lot bigger. We'll see. But yes, it will be capped, but we're trying to make it to where we can have as many people as possible and as comfortable as possible, because as you all know, a cruise ship is limited on space. So yes, all those kind of details are to come later on. Just wondering if I need to be stalking the first date it's available to sign up. Yes, probably. I do highly anticipate that it will book out, and the limitation is not on rooms. The limitation is on the ability of the class sizes. I can say that as at least. Like I said, there's limitations on our cruise ship compared to a large resort, right? So yes, and in normal So Magical fashion, I will make sure that I announce when the sign up dates are going to be well in advance of when it actually is available to book, if that makes sense. So you will have time if you are at work, or you need to kind of collect the ability to pay for the deposit or whatever it is. And just to specify, because I know a lot of people are always worried about like large payment type items like cruises, right? They're usually not, $100. They're not the cheapest things to go vacation into. However, it is a great bang for your buck, because all your food's included, all your entertainment, everything you can think of is really on the ship. So it's like a vacation that you don't have to drive, and you get to go see cool places. We will have payment plans available. So if you don't want to pay for it outright in full, you're more than welcome. We will have payment plans, and the details on what that payment plan looks like will be released when the prices are released. So in case anybody was wondering about that, it's the perfect 30th birthday gift. I got lots of 30th. Yes, it is a great birthday thing. Where is the destination? We have 2 days at sea and 1 port day, and our port is Labadee, Haiti. It is the section of Haiti that is privately owned by Royal Caribbean. So there's nobody else on that section except for the people that work it, and the guests of whatever Royal Caribbean ships are docked there. So there are fun excursions you can still do. Like I said, your food and if you have a drink package are able to be used on the island, on that portion of the island as well. I've only done Disney. How will the price compare? Cheaper. I can tell you that much. Disney is one of the luxury priced cruises, I would say is the right way to say it. Disney has usually a higher price bracket than most other things. So it will be cheaper than Disney. I can't tell you exactly like an itinerary for Disney and what the price deltas would be, but it is cheaper for sure. And to me, I chose Royal Caribbean because I love Disney, don't get me wrong. But I also love Royal Caribbean. They're just as clean. The food is really great on there. There's always a lot of different variety. And to me, it's, they're very accommodating without being the Disney price, if that makes sense. So if you're okay not, hanging out with the mouse for a cruise, I would say this is a really good way to go. I will have the exact prices on all the cruise and what the SMAS fee will look like, or we're calling it the SMAS pass. Sorry. I'm getting really entertained with all the acronyms lately. Texan me, SMAS. So we don't really have a great one for Florida. It's just SME. It's Florida SME. So, but yes, I saw the other question come up about any idea about how much that will be coming out here in the next couple weeks for sure, along with a top level itinerary. Oh, sorry, I heard buzzing. It was my other laptop. So if you have any other questions on this, the exact classes may not drop at the same time as the pricing, but I can guarantee that I'm hand selecting the teachers this time versus opening teacher applications. We have so many amazing teachers already. So I'm already working with getting classes lined up and what that looks like. And I believe there was another question about machines. So the exact details of what that's going to look like is to come soon. But I will say the majority of the sewing class will have machines. And I'll just leave it at that. So if you were concerned about bringing a machine on a ship, don't worry. And if you have apprehension about using a machine that's not your own, please message me if you're interested in coming, and just so I can gauge and understand what that looks like. Do you think this is a kid-friendly sort of thing, like 14, 15 old age, things for them to come do while others are sewing fun? This is Shayna. I don't think my name's coming up because I'm not signed in. Hi, Shayna. Welcome. So this is one of the biggest perks, in my opinion, of doing the cruise. And I say the same thing about Gaylord Palms though too, and what really any of the Gaylords, is the fact that you can bring your family and you can have fun doing the sewing, but you could still have a family vacation. And that's why I'm building in the breaks. I'm building in we don't have any classes. Let me rephrase it. Any classes on the port day. We still have something fun for port day but it's optional. So that's all. That I lost my train of thought. I apologize. So yes, it is kid friendly. There's kid clubs on the cruises as well. So I think it goes up until the age of 17 or 18. It depends. And it goes as low as I think 3. So it's a wide range. We will allow children over the age of 14 into SMAS itself, if that's going to be a question coming up. But yes, it's super family friendly. So if you get your room and you're the only one in your room who's doing SMAS, that's fine. The rest of your room can be your family and you still get to hang out with them. I will say this though, somebody asked me the question, will, your significant other, your family you're bringing that's not participating still be eating with us at dinner? And the answer is yes, because it is a group block for the rooms, and we all get to kind of hang out. But I think it's great because then we all get to learn about each other a little bit more, and there will be plenty of us that y'all won't be bored. There's a teen club with activities just for them. Yes, there is. I think it's really cool because on Royal Caribbean, they do it this similar to some of the other cruise lines where they have different kids clubs based on their age groups. So, the teenagers are doing cool kid things. I think the last one we went on was really cool. It had like laptops and like video games and stuff they could play, and then they had like a whole art section with like almost like adult coloring books, and there's really cool things in there. So again, you can go onto Royal Caribbean's website and you can go look up Mariner of the Seas and kind of see what that looks like. You can also check out the different restaurants because we'll have dining. You're always in the main dining hall together, but you have the option of not going to the dining hall during your scheduled time for dinner, you can go to there's other restaurants that usually are not price included. So you do have to pay an additional fee for some of those. But then there's, the buffet style dining hall area, which you can go to during, they have set open hours, and that's oftentimes also during dinner. So if you kind of want to just skip the sit down dinner, you want to go to the fast buffet so you can go do other things, that's also an option. But yes, lots to do. So highly suggest looking at the shoot. Don't book your cruise through the website, but go look at the cruise ship, the Mariner of the Seas on Royal Caribbean's website. Oh my gosh, yes. Somebody else commented on this somewhere and said that's like the best part is usually on one of the upper decks, like by the pools, there is ice cream, like soft serve ice cream machines where you can serve. I don't know. COVID times have changed. It used to be you could go serve yourself and it was all day long, like 24/7. And I know each day, like one machine always had chocolate and vanilla, and then each day the other machine would change. And sometimes it was weird flavors like banana and mango and like cappuccino. I don't know. They change it out. So it's really cool. So if you have a hankering for ice cream at 3 a.m, you can go get it. My sailrite won't be sailing with us. I don't think that would go through the ship security system. And if anybody's curious, as we get closer, I'm going to have a huge facts and question sheet with basic cruising information. If you never cruised before, it's such a great piece of like a document that has just a wealth of information that I inherited. And we're going to try to have like a generic packing list in there as well, because I'm a big pack list type person, especially when we're on a cruise, because when you're on a cruise, you can't go to Joann's down the street. So will there be Surger specific classes? At this time, we're not planning on doing anything Surger related for this cruise. Not to say it's not a possibility for future ones. Just for this one, it's probably only going to be sewing machines and crafting for now. These are all amazing questions, by the way, so keep them coming. And then if anybody has questions related to So Magical Florida or Texas as well, you're more than welcome to ask those during this time. I just know this is like the latest drop of information. Everybody's been asking all the questions, and I've been kind of vague about it all because we're just finalizing all those last minute details and making sure everything is very squared up so that when we give you the information, we can give you all the information. All right. If I don't have... That's a great question, Judy. So do you have to bring your own, or will you be renting like at SME? So the exact information on how the machines will be provided is, again, one of the details that will come out when we drop the booking information. So you have an idea of, what does this mass pass include? What does your cruise fee include and all that. So that will all be listed as a future information point. Do they have hotels near the convention in Florida? I'm assuming you mean So Magical Expo in Florida. So yes, there are other hotels nearby. There's quite a few posts in the Facebook group related to this topic. And again, you can still book at Gaylord outside of our group discounted rate. And all I say is, if you're one of those that just want the security of knowing you're booked somewhere, but you still want to get in at Gaylord, just check your cancellation and reservation policies for wherever you do book in case we do end up getting another chunk of rooms added. Not to say that we will, but of course, I'm always trying to work on getting more discounted rooms available. There are other hotels. There's a lot of Airbnbs. There's a lot of like apartment resort type things that do nothing but kind of like an Airbnb type situation, like vacation hotels, vacation apartments. Those, they're a dime a dozen out there. I mean, we're right next to Disney, and so there's even all the Disney hotels if you wanted to get a look at those as well. I know all the ones were booked. Yeah, the whole issue with the area in Disney specifically is because it's the same weekend as Run Disney. So a lot of hotels are kind of restricting how many rooms are dropping because they're doing it for the running people, if that makes sense. So definitely keep looking around and check out the posts that are in the group related to where to stay. There's a lot of people who had really great suggestions. I just don't like to personally suggest anywhere that I haven't stayed myself. All right. So again, any questions related to So Magical at Sea, Texas, or Florida, So Magical Expos? I will say this, that the class schedule is live for 22 Florida. You can go see that. It's pinned to the top of the group. The new website is actually it's so close. It's almost here, y'all. So I should hopefully this weekend have an exact date when it's going to be live. And when I say it's going live, I'll explain a little bit further for that. So the class schedule will be on there, of course, with all the class information. And so I kind of want to share with you. So I'm going to show you the Instagram page for So Magical. And these two posts are also up on the Facebook group as well and pinned to the top. But if you click this read me, it's a long one. It's a long one, but it's got a ton of information about what's going on with this new website. And a lot of people have been trying to go into their accounts on the current website. They can't get in, they can't password reset. It's one of the many reasons why we're getting away from that system, and we completely built a website from scratch that is going to be an ideal situation for everybody. But everybody will have a new account on the new So Magical Expo website. We are working on like creating everybody's accounts for them. So at some point in the future, after I go live, it's going to be after I go live. So I'll say, hey, it's live. You can go look at class information. You will not be able to get into your account just yet. That account, I have to wait until it goes live to be able to fully finalize it and load your tickets. If you bought a ticket for Florida, it will be on there. All your other purchases, like if you bought the pre-order, won't show up right away. That will come prior to the pre-orders arriving from my supplier. That's when those will get loaded in. But your ticket will show on there. It will have a different ticket number or order number. So we will have it written in our notes what your old one is and your new one. So there should be no issue whatsoever. And so we don't want anybody to freak out like, oh no, I have a new ticket number. I don't know what to do. So that will be there, and you'll be able to see your new one, your ticket in there, and all that. So those kind of the order of what's going to happen when it comes to the website dropping. As for class signups, everybody's been asking like, when is it? I don't have those dates yet. I'm going to announce those dates in June, most likely. And again, we give everybody enough time from the time I announce when the dates are going to be to the actual dates. It's not going to be like, hey, in a week, signups are going to occur. You better know all your stuff now and have your money for your class kits. It's going to be, it's going to be some time. So you have time to finalize everything. And the signups will not be right after the website goes live, because I do want you all to be able to go through all the class information that's there and really look through what you want to do. Look at the class kit costs, look at the skill levels, look at the different projects, who's teaching, because there's some amazing teachers this year. So look through all that. So there's going to be plenty of time. So we've already released a hands-on schedule. We're working on finalizing the presentation and demo schedule as well. So you kind of know what that looks like. And that will be on the stage in Vendor Hall 2 on Saturday and Sunday. And then all the class information, well, it's going to be on when the website goes live. We will also, after that, but before the class signups occur, with, again, enough time, there will be a video and written instructions on how to get into your account, to do the class signups and everything. So you can go into class signups and already know like what buttons they click, that you have to check out this way versus that way, so we're trying to make it as visually easy on you, because we all know like technology is not always great for everybody, and we want everybody to have a fair chance. After that, we will have the actual class signups for VIP Plus first, And then after that, all other ticket holders will be able to go and sign up for their classes. After all that occurs, we will have the machine rental application open up in which you can reserve a machine rental for the event. And that includes the ability to rent per class, per day, or all weekend. So there's different options depending on what you want. If you're only taking one sewing class, only rent it for that one class. If you want to be able to take like all the sewing classes you can take, and you want to use the Sew Magical Lounge and sew in the middle of the night, get the machine rental for the weekend. It's the best bang for your buck, trust me. Okay, so I've been rambling on. I'm not even paying attention to the comments, and let me make sure I'm answering them. Will the class kit amount be listed in the class details so we know how much to have when we're booking classes? Yes. All of them will have very clearly marked if there's a class kit or not. If there's a class kit, whether it's required or optional, it will state that it's optional if it's not required. If it's required, it'll just say the cost. It'll tell you what's included in those class kits and the exact cost of those. So you can, budget appropriately, make sure, you're setting aside that money to be able to purchase your class kits. And then it also will have, the other supplies you need to bring if it's not included in there, like walking foots, for instance, or a Teflon foot, double-sided tape, little things that you should just bring as supplies for whatever the classes are. So great question, Emily. Do you have to pay for the class kits at the time of signups? This year you do, yes. For several reasons that have happened in the past, it makes a lot of people's lives a lot easier when you sign up for classes that you also purchase your class kits. So you will have to do it this year and going forward. I hope that clarifies that. And let's see. Yes. Also, when the website goes live, there will be some Texas information. We're working on getting the hotel information. I will have the pricing available, what the discounted hotel rooms looks like before we have the link available. So we'll have that loaded in on the new website when it drops for the initial one. And it will have, the top level schedule of what the weekend is going to look like out at Texas. And then also for both Florida and Texas, we're going to have the vendor application open, the volunteers application, the fashion show application. If you want to be a sponsor, they'll both open for Florida and Texas on the new site at the initial opening. And if you want to be a teacher for Texas, that will be opening. Florida's closed down. As we can see, there's all the classes are out, but the teacher application will open, and it will only be open for a set amount of time so that we can start working on those classes as quickly as possible. I think that kind of covers everything related to the website and what that's going to really look like. Again, if y'all have any questions, please drop them. I'm answering them throughout this whole thing. I'm going to take a sip. I apologize. So if you know somebody that wants to be a vendor or teacher, please let them know that once that website goes live, they can go in and apply. And we accept vendors on an ongoing basis. So that doesn't stop. So we're still accepting vendors for Florida until I fill that hall up to the brim. So if anybody's still interested in Florida, that is still it's even up and on the current site. So, but that'll switch over to the new one. Real quick, I do want to say that the next Patreon chat will be 6/21 on a Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, like always. If you don't know what the Patreon chat is, it's a monthly Zoom meeting for certain tiers in the Patreon group where we sit there and we talk. Sometimes not everybody stays on the whole time, but sometimes we're on for like 5 or 6 hours. And it's just so much fun to get to see people's faces and talk to them. Half of us are sitting there working on a project or cutting something or, painting something. Everybody's just kind of having fun and hanging out. Some people come on for only an hour, but I'm on there the whole time. So if you want to pop in for 30 minutes and say hey and hang out, you just have to be in the Patreon, any of the Patreon tiers. And speaking of Patreon tiers, They all just got revamped. So we added a whole new tier, and we were able to tweak some of the perks a little bit so that people could come in to tiers that we had booked out before, and that we couldn't open up more seats because of the type of perks we have. So anybody that took advantage of the previous perks, those had all expired anyway. So what we're kind of saying is, and I'm going to drop this is the link here if you want to sign up for the So Magical Patreon, or just check it out after this, is you everything listed there are ongoing perks. So for instance, the top 2 tiers have the guaranteed ability to get a VIP pass to any So Magical Expo. And I caveat, it's to the expos, not to like the cruise or anything else we end up doing. So that's there, and you get guaranteed ability to purchase it no matter what. That's the top 2 tiers. And then some people are saying when they looked at it, they're like, it looks exactly the same. There's the difference between the top 2 tiers is the level of discount you get on your tickets. And again, you can use this for every expo. If you're coming to every expo we have next year and this year, you have the ability to get these really good discounts on any of your tickets, limited up to a certain amount of tickets. So make sure you kind of read through each one of those tiers, what it entails. So those are like ongoing perks that you get. And then there's randomly, I like to slide in random perks. Sometimes you get a discount to swag for a limited time, or you get first dibs on like retail when it drops. There's always something I like to throw in there occasionally that makes it still fun, and you get additional perks that aren't exactly listed there. Brenda asked, how much is the machine rental going to be? Those exact details will come out once the machine rental form is open. We try to keep it affordable and nothing crazy, but it includes the machine, your bobbins you need, a pack of needles and things like that. So you really, really do try to cover you. I get off the top of my head, I don't remember what I have it listed at. So that all that information will drop when the forms are available. So you can kind of gauge afterwards if you want to do that or bring your own machine. Great question. But yeah, so definitely check out Patreon. Lots of room now. Please go fill up those spots. And I will say this, Patreon members get first dibs to tickets when they drop. So if you're in, don't quote me, I think it's the top 2 or top 3 tiers, you get the very first access. The other tiers get early access, and then it goes to the public. So if VIP sell out, VIP plus, let me rephrase it. If VIP plus sells out, it's usually during the Patreon time phase. And then VIPs, there's usually still some available after the Patreon members, but I know they like to suck up a good chunk of them. So that is another really big perk. Can you pre-order a new machine from a vendor? If you have a specific machine in mind, it is highly suggested that you reach out to that vendor. So if it's a Brother, ViviLux, or Janome machine, highly suggest reaching out to the sewing studio. If it's Viking, Juki, Handy Quilter, or I want to say FAF, but I can't confirm that. Then reach out to Tops Vac and Sewing, which is our other machine vendor this year. Let them know what you're looking for, and they will be able to tell you whether they can bring a pre-order machine or not. Because I know sometimes there's some nuances on machines on how they can accept payment, whether it's virtually or in person. It's a whole thing. So reach out to the specific vendor that you're thinking of and see if they'll bring it and you can pick it up there. Yes, that is correct. Only sewing machines are for rent. There are no embroidery machines currently available to rent. Great questions, y'all. Okay, so I think that's all I wanted to say about Patreon, but highly suggest you check it out and try to join us for our monthly Zoom chat. We get some vendors on there. Sometimes we sneak peek information. Like I just dropped a little piece of information on them this past Patreon call, which was this past Tuesday. So I'll tell everybody else eventually. but they get sneak peeks to information and all sorts of really cool goodies. So if you're really excited about coming to SME, check it out. All right. I do want to just say I was at MegaCon last week, and that's why we didn't have wine and chat last week. And I had a blast seeing everybody. There were I totally agree, Judy. Judy says Patreon chats are so fun. What happens at Patreon too, by the way, stays in Patreon. It's a whole thing. They are not recorded. Okay, but for MegaCon, I had a blast. It was wonderful. I met some really great potential new vendors and teachers. Oh my gosh, the people that taught the presentations there were just amazing. And plus, I got to see so many smears who have booths there or were just walking around. So if I didn't get to see you, I'm sorry, but it was crazy packed. And I just wanted to say I did have a blast. If anybody was curious about how that went, or they want to chat more about what it means to go to different fandom-based conventions or doing cosplay or making yourself an outfit, just come talk to me and I'll help you out. My favorite question of everyone in chat, I'll throw this up here. Again, at any time, y'all can ask me questions. Oh, was there a question? I'm sorry. I just saw Lillian said somebody was lost about something. If you need some additional, if you repost the question, oh, is it, I got to better look at the page and topics. I better go look at the page and topics. I'm a little lost. Yeah, just clarify what you're confused about, and I'm happy to answer it while we're on here. In the meantime, y'all are welcome to ask me additional questions about anything Texan me, Florida, so magical at sea. And let me know, what are y'all working on right now? I'm going to try to cut out the double Dorothy bowler, that the new pattern that Lauren will be teaching at her workshop. I did somehow get in the very small amount of spots that were left open. I was like, scrambled. So I'll be there at Sunny Sewing Machines out in Texas next month. I'm very excited about that. I get to sit down and be one of y'all for a weekend and go play on machines, industrial machines, and I get to learn from Lauren. I get to fangirl like y'all do. I fangirl every time I talk to her because she's this big sweetheart, and I do that with a lot of my teachers and vendors because, I'm like y'all. I bought from them way in advance of So Magical. Let's see. Not working on anything, but have new vinyl I'm dying to cut into. Ooh, exciting. Where'd you get the vinyl from? I'm always curious where everybody's buying their goodies and their swag and all their items from. I think I'm going to try to have a mail opening next week. I know I've got a ton of packages in, and we all know Michelle will always have packages. So we'll try to do one of those next week, I believe, because I've gotten a lot in recently. A lot. So what does everybody want? I'm lost on everything. I'm sorry. I'm trying to go to the expo in November, but I'm very confused about it all. You're more than welcome to message me directly if you need a better explanation. But So Magical Expo is a sewing and crafting based convention with over 50 hands-on classes in a weekend, plus lots of vendors, fashion show. We've got exchanges and meetups, anything that you can think of that you like doing as a sewist or a crafter. We try to accommodate it. It's a really fun weekend. So we have our main Flagstaff event is in Florida, and then next year we will also be in Texas and Florida, and we're also adding a cruise. So if you came in during the cruise section, that's what we were talking about. Brenda's waiting for her SME vinyl. Yes, it still has to get created first. It is a pre-order, but I'm very fortunate to have a wonderful supplier. So fingers crossed it comes in fast. I'm really, really hoping it comes in. I can get it all cut and ready so that if anybody's coming to the So Magical family gathering, which is July 30th, if you were able to sign up for that, I'm hoping I can be able to bring some there so we can work on projects. So I know, Pinky. I was saying to somebody the other day, I think it was on Wednesday. I'm like, Pinky wasn't on, and I'm a little concerned. I'm like, I hope she's okay. So Pinky's one of our newer Patreon members, and I don't know, you've been to like 3 Patreons, so you've been on for a few months now, but she cracks me up. Which some people like love it, and like once they come in, with they're stuck with us. Oh gosh. Okay, Andy's rolling vinyl. Shanna. I'm gonna say it right. Um, is cutting vinyl. Andy's making social media videos. She's cleaning, organizing, figuring out where to put all of her stuff. You're doing all that at one time. That's impressive. That's a lot of things. It's so cool that y'all are a team with it all, though. I think that's amazing. Okay, Pinky's okay. She's just chasing turkeys. You have a very interesting life, ma'am. Well, hello. Did not get a notice, but excited for what is coming. Oh, well, glad that you made it on here. Waiting for my pre-order. Want SME peg legs. Oh, that'd be really cool. Did you get bamboo or cotton lycra for that, or French terry? What did you get? Because we put in bamboo French terry this time too, which I'm so excited to get my hands on. My daughter and I have picked out our pattern. Ooh, fun. Yes, we were all wondering where Pinky was. See, and this is the camaraderie we get. We all know each other by name when we do these Zoom calls. We all get to talk to each other once a month. We catch up as if we've all been old friends that have known each other for years. Lots of inside jokes. Oh, yes. Lillian is also a great resource. Lillian is one of the few people that have come to every single So Magical. Everybody give a round of applause to Lillian. Did I announce classes yet? I did announce the schedule for classes. Those are all up on if you go to the Facebook group under the pin section, there's an announcement with all the class schedule. So you can check that out. But class signups, I did not announce that yet. So you might have to rewatch a little bit, Pinky. I did a whole explanation, I promise. Oh, you got a mix of bases. That's exciting. Yeah, I was amazed when I see all the orders come in. I'm always amazed by like the different bases and the different designs y'all pick out. I'm always curious what everybody's make. So I'm gonna be really excited. I want everybody to share what they make out of it, or if you hoard it, just show where it's being hoarded in your room, because I'm right there with you. I've got hoarded fabric from So Magical from 2 years ago. Yes, Dina, I did upload the PDF to the file section of the group, and it's so exciting. On the new website, you will have the ability to see the class schedule and download the PDF from the website as well. And so that's really cool. I get excited when I learn new technology things and how to incorporate them. All right. Nobody else is working on things. I'm also going to throw this back up so y'all can continue asking. Oh, one more thing I wanted to show y'all. So I ordered these a while ago, and I'm glad I ordered for Texas as well. Let's just say that, because everything's just very slow to get in anymore. But I got new duckies. So if anybody knows about the duckies, and I apologize for the new people on here that are already confused about what the heck we're doing. So Magical has a mascot, and it's the ducky, specifically the rubber ducky. And yeah, so we've got the Florida blue. Isn't it so cute? So we got this light is super bright. So we got the blue in. There's new blue ones. So this is the one that's getting released for Florida for sure. These anything beside the black are limited edition colors. So we only keep so much in stock of these. And it's a blast. We love these. And so we already have the black is available all the time. And we have silver, which is super limited edition, and purple, because of course we had to have purple. So the purple and the little, I wanted to say it was teal, but I feel like it's a little bit more light blue, is just perfect together. And then of course I had silver, so I had to get gold. These are also super limited edition alongside with the silvers. So these will be, sorry. By the way, if anybody gets one, they do squeak and they do float. They are premium rubber duckies, as I was telling people at MegaCon last week. I also, I love seeing people take these home, and because half the time they don't end up keeping it. It's either a fur baby or a baby that takes it, or in my case, like my whole house. We hear squeaks everywhere. And it was great because I gave this to somebody at MegaCon in a presentation. We were in one sewing class. We ended up we both went to a leatherworking class afterwards. And all of a sudden, from across this room, I heard the squeaking. And there's like 5 other people that were around when I was talking about So Magical. And everybody died laughing. The poor teacher had no idea what was going on. So gold, which is very shiny gold, gold ducky, will be available as well. And then for Texas, of course, I had to get like a navy blue because hello, we're in Texas. So these will be released not at the same time as these. I don't think. I don't know yet. We'll see. But the navy will be available, and this will be the official Texas one. But again, limited edition for the colors. So anybody needs it. These are my personal stock. So if you see me like playing with them, that's why. These are mine. They all come in like little baggies. It fell further down, but they all come in plastic baggies. So they all come like nice and pre-wrapped for you and nice and safe. Yay, Donna signed up for Patreon. I'm always so excited to see people join. It's a blast. Yes, the duckies are so fun. Oh, Sophia and her sister are making Pokemon ball purses. I'm working on a quilt. Oh, I have to see a picture. Please post the picture. Whenever y'all are making things, feel free to post in the group because So Magical is all about inspiration and seeing new things that are out there. And I mean, I hardly know half of these companies that have patterns and fabrics. I'm always curious about what everybody's working on. So please post in the group. Please feel free to. Yes, Duck Duck Jeep SME. Oh my gosh, y'all are cracking me up with the duck comments. Yes, the blue duckies are so cute. I love them. Oh man, Dina's working on blinged out. Check out her TikTok. She blinged out a rubber ducky for me that got promptly stolen by Damien. So she's making him a boy ducky so I can have my girl ducky back. Yes. Okay, blue. Okay. Yes, Judy, it will match your spirit. Actually, that's a good point. This ducky would match the Maui blue color of So Magical Spirit jerseys. So when the website opens, the swag items won't be open just yet. We're going to do a big retail drop of those items. That'll include the duckies, stickers, apparel as well. So if you want to grab some apparel in advance, because right now we're working on a ton of new designs for this year. Very excited for it. Yes. So the ducky actually originated because of I have a Jeep. So I was using them as advertisements and putting them on Jeeps in Joann's and Hobby Lobby, and then the rest is history. And yes, you need them for your pool too. Oh my gosh. Remind me, I will bring duckies. What color for the ooh, an ombre blue. That's a fun idea. I know I'm working on the ducky for the cruise, because the cruise, I had ordered these a long time ago. So the cruise was not in fruition just yet for me to say, yep, we're going to get a cruise ducky. So maybe I'll run a poll in Patreon to see what color cruise ducky we should do. Yes, of course, shop before November. That's always key. That's why we always are posting our vendors information so y'all can grab stuff before you even get there. Will there be a pink ducky? Your t-shirt's a nice color for the ducky. That's a good point. I can pick any. I've recently discovered this when I was doing this was is I can pick almost any color of the rainbow and they can make it on a duck, which just blows my mind. Blows my mind. Oh my gosh, Pinky, yes, there's a cruise. You have to make sure you're on the Facebook group, ma'am. We announced, and the Instagram. Check it out. There is there's a So Magical at Sea SMAS, and it's going to be a blast. There's very limited information up, but again, rewatch this from the beginning. I mean, we have a vendor spotlight, so if you want to skip that, you can. You can hit the part where we talk about SMAS, which is a lot of fun. I'm making a top while listening. Going to a concert tomorrow. I'll be wearing my new top. Oh, that's fun. I love making new things to wear for different things. Like Dapper Day is my favorite, obviously. I made the sophisticated fold and zip backpack, the large size for MegaCon, but it's going to be great for when I get on a plane to go out to Lauren's More You Know workshop. It's going to be like a really good bag. So if anybody hasn't, I would not say it's a brand new beginner. It's either like a confident beginner to an intermediate level backpack pattern, but it's so cool. It is the coolest backpack I've ever made or owned. And I really want to make another one now. But first I have to go take Lauren's class and make her bag. Cruise Ducky, Night Sky with Stars. Oh, that's pretty cool, Brenda. Oh yeah, see, we're definitely gonna have to run a poll because I love hearing everybody's ideas. We need a ducky for the cruise. It's on a boat on water. Think giant bathtub. Oh my gosh. Or a ducky that's actually a cruise ship with a ducky on it. There you go. I will have to milk the goats. Oh my gosh, you have goats too? How did I not do this? Gotta make cheese for November. Oh my goodness. Please bring cheese. We met these, and not that we met, we got to see again these lovely ladies. I'll try to find their company name because of course it's on my phone and my phone's charging, but that make these jams, and they do pickling and jarring and everything. And whenever at MegaCon, they always come by and I get to see them. And this time they gave me, it was like the drunken monkey butter. And it was so good. So yes, if anybody wants to, we can't have anybody selling as a vendor any food related items at So Magical at Gaylord properties. It's not allowed. But if you happen to bring me a jar of jam or something, or cheese, I'm not gonna say no. I'll take cheese. So magical cheese. Duckies on a boat. Yes. I'm loving the brainstorming going on with Wine and Chat tonight, y'all. It's great. I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss anything that I wanted to bring up tonight. I'm very excited to drop Texas tickets. I know y'all have been ready for it. So yes, that's a long time coming to make sure that gets out because that's not many months after Florida. So it's going to be fun. And then, yeah, in May, right after it, we're going to be on a cruise ship, y'all. It's so exciting. All right. Anybody have any additional questions or have anything they're working on that they're making that they want to talk about? I'm here for it. Oh, and this is when I get all the questions. Donna, your hubby says Texas go. Woohoo! It's going to be so much fun. Are you bringing hubby or are you gonna bring some of the ladies? That'll be fun. Duckies made out of cheese. Oh my gosh, y'all are cracking me up. I'll sew it into a bag. Cheese, jam, and honey. Oh my goodness. Just bring it to the boozy bag exchange and get a special one. Duckies made out of cheese. Did you talk about the new donation page? I did not. Thank you, Lillian. Are you waiting for the new website to launch to talk about it? No. So it will not be in the initial launch, but there will be a charity page that we're adding to So Magical. It'll probably come out in the August timeframe, I think is when we're going to be adding it because the website is going to be phased. There is more things we're working on. We're just, getting out the initial stuff now. But the charity page is really cool because it kind of started where Lillian and then another lovely woman came to me separately around the same week about different charities and donations that they do and that they wanted to see if So Magical would participate in and allow guests to participate in. So Lillian has a children's hospital one, and the other one is oopsie bags for girls who need sanitary items for that special friend that comes. So I thought they were both really cool. They're both going to have rules and guidelines on what you can make. And it will hopefully have information about where you can donate throughout the year, but we're going to have drop boxes at So Magical in a specified area where you can drop off your donated items And then the wonderful volunteers like Lillian are going to go and take those collections and bring it to where it needs to go so that they can go to great homes. So we're always wanting to give back, and we've talked about doing this in the past. And so I think this is a really cool thing. And, if you're in the So Magical Lounge and you have some extra time to kill, maybe you can whip up one of these too, maybe with some new fabrics or items that you bought from the haul. So let's see. So yes, thank you, Lillian, for bringing that up. That's a great point. Have to finish UFOs. And if anybody doesn't know what a UFO is, because I didn't know what it was for like a year, I thought people were literally talking about alien ships. They're unfinished objects. So, all those projects that we all have stacked up somewhere that we never finished. They're working on several totes, just need them done and gone. I feel that. Maybe I missed it, but when are we to get the emails with the login information to sign up for classes? I don't know if you were on earlier, but I highly suggest you listen to the part where I was talking. I pulled up this Instagram post. It's also in the Facebook group. Just Instagram's easier to show sometimes. I'll pull it up real quick so you can see. But read this post here, and it clearly, here at the top, it clearly talks about the new accounts and how all that's going to work. And we don't have exact dates on when the signups are going to be, but we do, I apologize. We do have it kind of listed in the order of which things are going to occur, but you will have your account information and see your ticket in advance of signing up for classes. Love ways to give back and share my love of sewing. Yes, I like that there's a way that we can give back while doing something that we're all obsessed with. And it's going to great places where, people really need, something to brighten their day. So I think that's really cool. Any other questions? Let me check to see if there is anything else. I think that's all. And then also when the website does open, there is going to be a volunteer section. So if you did want to, I always get the request, like, if you need anything, let me know. I'm going to have a long list of different things that people can do. So you can click as little or as many as you want. I can't guarantee that we will allow everybody to participate. I might just pick a couple people here and there, depending on how many people we actually need and things like that. But that will all be on there as well, and it kind of has some basic information. I need to know can you lift 10 pounds? If you can't, then I sure ain't gonna have you helping doing certain things, lifting heavy boxes or anything like that, right? Pinky says, okay, y'all are commenting on my shirt. So this is actually, if you can see it, this is the shirt we ran in 2020. I do believe I still have stock available of this that's left over, but they all say 2020. So if everybody likes the pink, I am happy to try to pick up more apparel in this color. It's a very soft shirt. And yeah, so if anybody knows, we have the make your own swag booth at So Magical, but also on the website, it's available for ongoing pre-order. So, every 2 to 3 weeks, I'll go through and I'll do a big order of everybody that's asked for like something I don't have in stock. And I'll go and make your special spirit jersey, shirt, joggers, tank tops, all these things. So, and then the swag booth you can do in person as well. So if everybody likes the pink, I'll make sure to add pink to my next order of apparel. And then you can pick whatever design you want on the front, really. So if you want just big So Magical Expo, you can get that. If you want one of our other mini designs that are in work or were there last year, you're welcome to do that as well. One of my favorites is the runs with scissors, and it's a little ducky running with scissors. So that one's my favorite. Me happy pink. Got it. Thank you, Brenda. I appreciate it. I get to do what I love to do every day. And that it just makes my heart happy. Was it decided if it's going to be a PJ night? We haven't decided on the exact theme of. We're changing the name of it too. It's going to be the social party. SEWCIAL. There you go. And haven't picked the exact theme of it yet. That might also end up being a Patreon poll. Because I have a couple ideas I'm toying with, one of which is a PJ night. So again, if you really want to sway the decisions of So Magical, I often put, well, a few times a year, I put in polls into the Patreon group to really gauge what people are want to do. I mean, because who doesn't love to sew in their PJs? Definitely won't be doing the onesies again. I mean, unless, you know, if it does become a PJ party and you want to wear a onesie, more than welcome to. The rooms were not running cold like they had been in previous years. So yeah, we were all hot in our onesies for sure. I saw some interesting onesie hacks to cool yourself down while still staying covered in all the important places. So I was impressed by the ingenuity of the So Magical family that night. So that will be coming shortly. Yeah. So when you see the schedule up on there, it's going to say TBD on the time and the theme. Right. I mean, I've got 4 more minutes till I hit 8:30, so I'll stay on for just a tad longer and answer anything else y'all have. Great question. So I'm always love hearing everybody's questions because you just never know what you're not getting the information out to people for. Classes. We talked about vendors. Oh, I will have a new vendor to announce in the next week or so, which I'm excited about. So yes, they are still trickling in. So again, if you're a company that you really want to come and be a SME vendor, the application's still available. You can send them that. What's in the cup tonight? And my cup tonight is Gatorade. I was feeling sleepy. I didn't feel like drinking the alcohol tonight, so I did some Gatorade tonight. But y'all like my stickers? It's very bright, but it's a So Magical sticker. I'm sure a lot of y'all have this one at some point. How quickly can I get that blue ducky? Oh Lord, what are you gonna do with the poor blue ducky? Which one? The teal one, the Florida blue one? This one's my favorite. I think it's actually beat out the purple now in my book. Send me a message, Judy. Yeah, it's great. I'm blanking on what else I was gonna say just now. Oh yes, teachers. Yeah, so that's there's still vendor applications. So you can go ahead and send them the link or just tell them that you're really excited to hopefully see them at a So Magical event. And that oftentimes helps with that. Purple rules. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, it was hard not to get purple. There's so many of y'all that are obsessed with the color purple. Yes, there's a purple ducky too. Give me 1 second. I'll grab it. It's right behind here. Don't go anywhere. I'm coming back. So this is the packaging I was talking about too. But yes, we have a purple ducky, and this is the silver ducky I was mentioning. So the silver and the gold are like very metallic-y and shiny. And then the blue is a little bit more matte. And then, but yeah, the purple was always the fan favorite, I feel like. But yeah, so that's our current line. Oh, and I have the black one, which I don't know, I didn't grab. I was in the room. Yes, light Florida blue this one's my favorite. So I'll have a competition. Let's see what color ducky becomes the new favorite. Oh, Donna keeps her ducky on her desk at work. That's so cute. I love it. All right. It looks like we're winding down on the questions. So if you ever have a question you're not comfortable asking it here, you're more than welcome to message me personally, post it in the group. We typically get to you within that day. Light Florida blue all the way. Love it. So feel free to ask me anything at any time, and stay tuned. There's a lot coming here in the next few weeks for updates, website, ticket purchases, class information, So Magical at Sea, all the things. So many things coming out here shortly. So thank you everybody for your patience while we're getting this website up and running. I have an amazing team that's been working on it. So I can't wait to share it with y'all. I hope everybody has a wonderful night. Happy Memorial Day weekend. So thank you to all that have served. I personally lived with one. I currently live with one of them. So it's very near and dear to my heart. We're very veteran friendly. So if you have a question about that, please message me. So I hope everybody has a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. And yeah, we'll see you here next. Yes, I will be back next Friday with another Wine and Chat plus vendor spotlight. So I will talk to y'all later. Bye.